Hello, in this video you're going to witness something which a couple of years ago would absolutely not have been possible. I'm going to build a fully functional app including user authentication, time tagging of YouTube comments, shareable links and a dashboard, and I'm going to do it all just by commanding an AI to write the code for me. I'm using a platform called Lovable.dev, and yes, there are some errors in the process. There is some back and forth. Sometimes you think, is this going to work or is it not? But at the end of it all, we ended up with a perfectly functional app. And the crazy part is it only took an hour. It's all written in custom code, which can then be exported and hosted anywhere. And I didn't have to touch a line of it. I just had to write the prompts, ask it to fix things, ask it to do things, and it did it all, and it works great. So buckle up, because I really think this is a glimpse into the not too distant future. So the app we're going to build is called Video Magic, and I will just demonstrate to you how it works. So I can sign up. Like this. I'm then taken to a page which is called My Videos. I can add a first video here. I can give it a title and a description. And then I paste in a YouTube URL like that. This takes me to the video's detail page. You can see the title and the description I put there. I then play the video. And as it plays, I can start typing comments. As I start typing, the video automatically pauses. I then press enter and the comment shows up here, and it's tagged to the moment that I started typing. So as you can see, it's quite a smooth experience, because as I start typing the comment, the video pauses automatically. Then when I press enter, the comment is saved along with a timestamp from when I started typing the comment, and it will start playing the video again and put the focus, like reset this input and put the focus back into the input. So I can literally just watch the video, type the comment, press enter, and it plays again. So the idea behind this app is that it would be really useful for if you want to share private comments with someone else on a talk they've given, or on a presentation they're preparing, or a video they've edited for your company. You can just share this page with them. So other functions are, I can go back to the main page, I can add a new video if I want, I can go back to this page, I can delete the comments, that all works fine, and I can also copy a share link. So I've copied the link now. Now I'm going to sign out, and I'm just going to paste that link in here. So now as a logged out user, I can see this page, I can watch the video, but I can also click on any of these comments and it will take me straight to that point in the video. And they can see who wrote the comments. But as a logged out user, I cannot comment myself and I cannot delete the comments. So this is a fully custom coded app built using AI and Lovable. It has a Supabase backend with all the database tables set up, user authentication, a nice little time tagging feature, and I did it all in less than an hour using Lovable. So let's see how I did it. So here we are in the Lovable interface, which will look quite familiar if you've used any AI chatbots before. It is simply an input where you type in your initial prompt and get started. So rather than you having to watch along while I type, I've already written my prompt and I'm just going to paste it in here. So the app I want to build is actually a project that I built a few years ago using NoCode, but ended up killing it. But I still think it's a great idea. So I want to make an app that allows a user to paste in a YouTube URL, and then it will display the video on screen and I can play the video. I then want to be able to type comments into an input below the video, and as I start typing, the video pauses, and when I press enter, the comment is saved along with a time tag for the moment I started typing, and then the video will start playing again. The input will be focused, so I can immediately type another comment. All the comments are stored in the database attached to the video. To save the comments and share the page, I'm prompted to sign up or log in with first name, email, and password. And my name should then be shown next to the comments, and then I can share a unique URL with anyone who is able to see the same page along with all my comments. So I figure it's really useful if you make videos and you want people to review them, or if you watched a video you like and you want to share it with your friends, but you want to share specific comments on it. So anyway, that's my prompt. Let's see what happens. So Lovable responded with, I'll help you create a YouTube video annotation app. It's a great idea. Thank you very much, Lovable. Then it goes through, breaks down the kind of different features that it's going to need and the styling that it's come up with. And then it, instead of building a UI for the app, which is sometimes what it does, it's actually said, because I mentioned authentication and that I need a database, it said, let's connect to Supabase first. So one thing about Lovable is that it doesn't have a built-in database, so you can't just build a full stack app from within Lovable. You need to connect to a third-party database solution such as Supabase. But the great thing about it is that it has a really good integration with Supabase. So you don't actually have to interact with Supabase very much. You don't have to write SQL. Lovable can do all of that as long as you've connected the two together. So here is the Supabase dashboard, and we are going to create a new project. We're going to choose our organization and we're going to give it a name. And a password, and then you can actually choose the region you want to have your data in. So I'm going to leave mine as Northern California. So now that we've done that, you can see it says we are provisioning your database and API endpoints. This may take a few minutes. So we're going to wait for all that to finish before we connect it to our Lovable app. And you can click up here to see the status. So I took the time to wait for it to all show as finished because I have previously had errors which I think were caused by me connecting too soon. So let's go back to Lovable now. And to connect Supabase, we just need to go up here to the Supabase button, click on your org, and then choose the correct app and click connect. It will then ask you if you want to make the connection, which we do. So a few seconds later, it says your app is now connected to Supabase. We get a little notification saying Supabase connected there. And then it says, if you plan to have users log in, we highly recommend setting up authentication first. So let's do that. Please set up authentication. So this is the great thing about the integration with Supabase, is that it's immediately written all the SQL queries that are needed to be run to set up the database structure in Supabase. And we don't actually have to do any of that in Supabase. We can do it all from here. Then we just click apply changes. So it said the migration is being applied, and then it's saying I will create a new auth page and update the main page. Would you like me to do that now? And I'm going to say yes. Okay, so cool. We now have a login and sign up screen here where I can choose between signing up and signing in. It tells me exactly what it's done here, and it says for development purposes you might want to disable email verification in Supabase console to speed up the testing process. And that is because if you don't do that, then it's going to want to send emails to verify everyone who signs up, and we'll have to go through the process of setting up emails and stuff like that. So it actually gives you a handy link here straight to the correct place in Supabase where we can disable email confirmation. So once we've done that, let's go back to our app. Okay, so it looks like we've successfully signed up because it says success. Please check your email to verify your account. So now I'm going to ask it to create the rest of the UIs. Okay, I said, please create the remaining UIs now. It said, I will create the authentication UI, which it already has done. So I'm not sure why it needs to do that again. So I'm going to have to be a bit clearer in my instructions. So I've said, please create the video input and review page now, including all functionality to create time tagged comments. So we can see here the SQL, it's written to create the table. So it's written some to create a storage bucket for videos, create a table for the videos, table for the time tagged comments, add RLS policies. So that's row level security. So these are all the security policies. One thing that looks a bit strange is it said it needs a storage bucket for videos. I think the videos are just going to be a YouTube URL. So I'm going to say that. Okay, so I explained to it that the videos are just going to be URL, no need for storage buckets. And so it modified the database schema. So let's apply changes. And by the way, if we go back into Supabase now and look at our table editor, we can see that we have these 3 tables which have been created. And we can even see the user that we signed up with, so we know that the sign up has worked. So back in Lovable, it says, would you like me to implement the UI and functionality for video input? And I'm going to say yes. So after a little while, it said it has done it all, but then I got an error saying build unsuccessful. So I can click to see the error, and then I can click try to fix it. Okay, so it now says it has fixed those errors. So let's try signing in with the user we created before. So I'm getting an error, email not confirmed. So let's try and fix that, because it should not be asking for confirmation of the email. So if we go back here, I thought I'd already done this, but perhaps I did not save the changes. So where do you save the changes? Ah, there's a save button. Great. Okay, so that's updated. So let's sign up with a new account. Okay, so hopefully this message here is not actually a real one. Let's go. If you click up here, you can see all the pages that have been added. So let's click on add video. So now you can see the UI it has created for me to add a video. So let's put tutorial test, and I'm just going to paste in the URL of a tutorial that I have made. Okay, so the video hasn't fully rendered. It looks like the box isn't the right size. Please adjust the video player dimensions for a 16:9 video being cut off. Okay, so that's better. So let's try. Promises to deliver results as good as or better than ChatGPT's most advanced model. The hype is so strong that within a week of its launch, DeepSeek actually went to the top of the app download charts. Now, the really interesting thing about this... Okay, so the commenting is working, but it does not look like the time tagging is working, because everything is being tagged at 0 seconds. Also, the video was not pausing when I started typing, so let's get it to fix those things. Please fix these things. Video should pause when I start typing a comment. Pressing enter should save the comment. Comment should be tagged to the moment I started typing. The input should be focused after I press enter. The input should be reset and focused after I press enter. If you're enjoying this video, we'd be super grateful if you could give it a like and also subscribe to our channel, where we're going to be doing loads of really cool AI and no-code tutorials to help non-technical people like you and me to build cool stuff on the internet. Okay, so let's see if it fixed any of those things. Wow, it stopped. That's good. Hello. So recently there has been a lot of fuss made. Okay, so the time tagging is working. It is pausing, but it's pausing when I click in the box, not when I start typing, which is slightly different. And I also forgot to say the video should start playing again automatically when I save the comment, pressing enter or clicking the button. The video should only pause when I start typing the comment, not when the input is focused. Okay, so let's try again. So that's good. It didn't pause until I started typing. It started playing again as soon as I pressed enter, which is great. Okay, but the time tagging is not working. It's all saying it's 1 second. Okay, so let's tell it that. I'm going to reload the page. Great. Okay, so the time tagging is working again. Let's see if we can delete a comment. Yeah, the delete button works. So let's delete most of these. And let's go back to the videos to see what that looks like. Okay, that's not working, so let's ask it to create a page. Can you create a UI for the main list of videos page, which associated with my user should main index list of videos be able to click on one, go to the video detail page, as well as add a new video. Okay, so it says it's done it, so let's see where that could be. So videos, index my videos. Okay, tutorial test. Let's try clicking on that. Back to videos. Okay, the back to videos button on the video detail page goes to 404. Please make it go back to video index page. Okay, it keeps asking me to refactor the video detail component, so I'm going to let it do that. Okay, so it says it's done that. I'm just going to refresh that, and I'm going to go back to my videos page. So let's try adding a new video. I'm going to add another create with tutorial. There it is. Let's play it. Okay, so it seems like it broke the comments display when it was refactoring. Okay, but it looks like it's fixed the comments component, so let's carry on watching this. Okay, so new comments are still not showing, but older comments are. Yeah, so it's correctly identified that comments are being rendered, but we need to ensure the comment list updates when new comments are added. Okay, so that's better. Let's ask it to show the timestamp in minutes and seconds. Okay, that's great. It's got minutes and seconds now. Now, I would actually like it to have a nav menu at the top. Please add a nav menu to the top of the app with a logout button and button link to the videos index page. So this home button should take me back to my videos page. Clicking on this should take me back here. I also want to be able to share this page. I need a share button on the video details page and on the video card main page, which will copy a shareable link to my clipboard. I want to be able to share this link with anyone, even non-authenticated users, and they should be able to see the video detail page and the comments and time tags and my name. So it said it did that, but then it came up with an error. So I'm going to ask it to fix it. Okay, so it's saying the main issue is that we're trying to join the videos and profiles tables, but there's no direct relationship between them. Instead, we need to join through the user ID field. So I think we do want to be able to join those tables. So let's apply the changes as suggested. It's come up with another error, so let's try to fix it. Okay, so it has admitted that it got confused and the video table actually already has a foreign key relationship with users and not with profiles. So modify the query instead of changing the DB structure. So let's go back to videos, James tutorial, link copied. So should be able to share that. So pasting that link actually took me to the sign in page, which is not what I want. So I told it the issue, and it's kind of misunderstood because it said that the unauthenticated users are being redirected to sign in without being redirected to the video they want to view after signing in. I actually don't want them to have to sign in. They should just go straight to the video detail page. Okay, so let's try that again. Copy that link. Just going to paste it here to see if that works. And no, it did not. Okay, so it thinks that the blank white screen is a loading state. So I want to see if the issue we're getting is because the app is not published. So the great thing about, or one of the great things about Lovable is that to publish an app, you just have to click here and click deploy, and it will put it onto a Lovable subdomain, which you can then use to try it out. Okay, so here we are at our app. Let's try signing up. Let's call ourselves Mike. Okay, great, we're signed up, and we haven't actually seen the blank page before, so it says add your first video. Let's try that. So I've got another URL from our YouTube account. Added the video. Oh, this is nice kind of empty state we hadn't seen before. Okay, so this is really cool. It seems to be working well. Let us copy this link. And now let's paste that link here and see if we get taken to this page. Yes, we do. Let's see if we click on that. It takes us to the right moment. Right, now let's see if we log out. Let's see if that link will still work. No, it does not. So let us try and fix that. The share link goes to a blank white page if the user is logged out. Okay, so it says it's fixed that, so let's redeploy that. Let's reload this page. Okay, so that is working now. Because I am logged out of here. Must be logged into comment, that's nice. Can I delete a comment? Okay, so I can delete a comment even when I'm logged out, although it's not showing as deleted, I wonder. Okay, so I can't actually delete a comment. So I'm going to tell it to hide the comment box and the delete icons button on the video detail page if the user is logged out. Okay, it's done that, so let's redeploy. Let's reload this page. Okay, great. So I can play it. I can skip to different bits of it. And I probably just want to add a name to this sign up page. So let's say, please add the name Video Magic to the auth page, the title of the app. So let's redeploy. So let's have a look here, see how that looks. Video Magic, that's fine. So a couple of other things to note about Lovable. Unlike some of the other platforms such as Bolt.new, where you can just access the code and actually see the code as it's being written, in Lovable you cannot actually edit the code directly. You need to type in and let the AI edit the code for you. If you wanted to edit the code, you would just need to transfer the whole repository to your GitHub account, and then you can edit the code there and then push it back into Lovable. So it's just an extra step. It doesn't mean it's not possible. It's just not quite as easy to do as with some of the other apps. And another thing to note is that if you want to deploy your app to a custom domain, it's not quite as simple as just deploying it the way we have been doing. So they have a guide here, but basically Lovable will not host your app, so they will let you publish it instead to Netlify or to Vercel. So you first have to transfer it to GitHub, and then you connect your GitHub to Netlify or Vercel or probably Cloudflare as well. And you can use those services to host your website and provide a custom domain. Overall, I've been really impressed with Lovable. I think it's been a really good experience, and although of course there were some bugs and some errors that needed to be fixed, it managed to fix them all really quickly, first try. And certainly I've never ever been able to use any AI code generator that didn't have any issues like that. Usually they have way more, and often I would find that apps actually got to a point where I just had to give up because there were so many of them and they just weren't working, whereas this managed to fix them all, and we got back to a point where everything worked and the functionality is actually really decent. So I think if you're not a coder and you don't care about seeing the underlying code, I think Lovable is a really good option for building quite complex apps with just AI.